automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you...
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Burrow on third down. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
With Lindsey out of the gun. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Ross on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lions suck up on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Score Lions 7, Bengals nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Cincinnati.
Burrow looking to pass. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you can.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Jack Fox now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now here's Ross. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Bengals 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 40.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Down and 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They get this out left, so they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Lions 21, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They go play action with Burrow. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad
time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
He'll find Lindsey here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Kaepernick now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 30, 20, 10, 5. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's...
He's got daylight past the 20.
They ain't ready for us.
Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Lions 28, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The
Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrad Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Trey Flowers, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. Now, would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
3rd and long. It's Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
His kick is...
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lindsey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
25-yard line.
Second and 8. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now Ryan Succop will come on and try the field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt.
41-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as he'll decide to go for 2. To the air again, Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
13. Austin Seibert set.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Take it at the 37. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards.
The Bengal first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Again, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got